Eric.
I will bring you home, old friend. Don't get in my way.
Get down!
You shall not pass!
My name is Ian McKellen, and I'm an actor from the United Kingdom. My favourite line? Oh! This above all else, to thine own self be true.
This above all, to thine own self be true.
That's the advice of an old man to his son, Hamlet. And it's good advice. Be yourself. Don't be defined by other people. Don't let other people tell you what you are. Don't lie. Don't pretend. Shakespeare's characters are very rewarding to play. I do remember the first Shakespeare that I saw. It was Twelfth Night, a comedy, and I saw it when I was about 8 years old in the north of England, performed by an amateur company. Since I was a little boy, I've been in love with him, really. And as an actor, his characters are not easy always to understand or to get inside. They're still alive. They're not in the past. It was in about 1985 that I played King Richard III on stage, which was set in the modern era. On stage, you are telling the story in the presence of the audience. And so each performance will be different. But as an audience, a film can take you into a world by using music and visuals. The play, Richard III, is about a whole society. I thought this would work rather well in terms of cinema. So I started to adapt it, which meant cutting down the script, reducing the length of the story, but retaining the excitement.
I've no more sons of the royal blood for you to slaughter.
To war, take with you my most grievous curse.
Richard III, I think, is a high spot in my career. It's a bit alarming when I see this wonderful, new, polished version. That it's like watching another actor. It doesn't seem like me anymore.
Therefore, since I cannot prove a lover, I'm determined to prove a villain.
My attitude to Shakespeare must have changed, must be different, but I can't really remember now. When I played Romeo and Henry V, I was a relatively young man. Now, playing King Lear, which I did quite recently, I'm a relatively old man. As you get older, get more experienced, hopefully you get better at the job.
The dawn will take you all!
I know other people say that. It must be very different playing in that great big Middle-earth, Lord of the Rings, Gandalf, huge budget, lots of characters, modern filmmaking. That must be very different to having done Richard III, a small independent movie. No, it isn't. It's exactly the same. You don't know when you're making a film how many people are going to see it. You're just making the film. Playing Magneto in X-Men with very few words, I used to say to the director, give me a speech. I want a speech. And he'd say, this is not Shakespeare, Ian. And he was quite right, wasn't it? different sort of storytelling. My job is to communicate the writer's intention to the audience. The writer is the number one person, before the director, before the actors. My next job on stage is to be in a play by Harold Pinter, a wonderful modern English writer, Nobel Prize winner. His play No Man's Land was a big success when it was first performed. Patrick Stewart and I did it recently on Broadway in New York. I'm really looking forward to being back on stage, particularly with Patrick. He's a dear man, and I've known him many, many, many years. We didn't really get to work together until we did the X-Men movies. And I remembered then that I had met him when he had just been offered a job in a TV series called Star Trek. And he was wondering whether to do the job or not. And I said to him, no, Patrick, no, please. You have a career in London. Don't go to Hollywood. No, you belong in London. Well, he didn't take my advice. Quite right, too.